So then, you openly admit to innovation, said Frank. Cawl snorted, an organic, very human noise. Please, he said in pure, simple sound before switching back to digital communion. Illogical. The flaw in your argument is that if that is so, you think me capable of exceeding the wisdom of the ancients. Certainly not. You disrespect the wisdom of those who came before you if you believe, I believe you of all people are capable of such things, growled Frank. To Quovo's eyes, he faced more than a few inquiries at Cawl's side over the eons. He looked triumphant. I do not, canted Cawl calmly. Like every being in this room, I long for nothing more than to rebuild the knowledge of our forebears. Taking under consideration my avowed motives and your own assertions that I cannot hope to exceed the glories of the Dark Age of technology, then how can I be guilty of innovation if I am merely rediscovering what our ancestors already knew? That is not the nature of innovation. Innovation is the combination of known techniques to create new artifacts, and Frank too dropped in standard human speech, not wishing to blemish the sacred biharic with the word sciences. Is that so? I would argue that innovation is the creation of entirely novel things. I make nothing new. I combine what is known to create that which was lost. My Primaris Space Marines are based upon the work of the Emperor, which was based upon the work of the ancients. The weapons I conceived of for their arming are all extrapolations from the existing technologies. Extrapolations are innovations, squealed Frank, which were based upon rediscoveries of ancient technologies applied to existing knowledge. They are refinements, not innovation, and therefore not heretical. Ancient technologies, ancient techniques, ancient knowledge. I do nothing new. You play with words. You lock yourself away for thousands of years and you experiment. I put it to you that you are an experimentalist. Do you deny that you are an experimentalist? I am an experimentalist. I experiment some of the time, canted Cawl equably. Then you are guilty of... Cawl interrupted, lacing his transmission with a dominant data blurt. I experiment with the wisdom of our forebears within the confines of their sciences. Sciences that you have said yourself I cannot improve upon, only attempt to comprehend. In fact, I can back this assertion up. I have performed veritable tests. It is not on record, and this is no boast, but solely cold hard fact expressed in the pure language of numbers, that I have uncovered more STC patterns than any other magos, living or dead, according to the archives of most holy and infallible Mars. You will know this through your connection with the Omniscience Inquisition, of course. Your undoubted achievements are besides the point of heresy, said Frank. Anaxarex? Cawl asked. Answer him, said the general. The hubbub in the room was dying down. It is on record, yes, said Frank wearily. So I have conducted experiments to follow the logic paths of our ancestors. They did not have the benefit of their own remains to dig up, did they? I wish to recreate their methods so I might relearn what they knew. I set myself a test once, having rediscovered an unknown HTC archive. All that I knew of the contents was that it provided templates, among others, for a large form of contragrav engine designed for heavy use. Low-attitude orbital plates, that kind of thing. I knew what its purpose was. I knew the rough principles of its operation, but without the opening of the STC, I did not know how it worked. Do you have a point to make? Said Frank. Surely you simply activated the STC. On this occasion, no. I did not, said Cawl. I wish to test my theorem. Using my developing understanding of the methods of the ancients, I set out to experiment and recreate the device within the STC. It took 15 years, but once I had a working prototype, I opened that STC. Do you know what I found? Enlighten us, said Frank. It sounded like he was gritting his teeth behind the respirator, if he had teeth. My device was almost exactly the same as theirs. So I did it again, and again, and again, until I matched the precise designs of 7 STCs I had uncovered, not opening them until I had pursued the same results using the same techniques. Therefore I put it to you that I am no innovator. The use of the techniques of the ancestors to rediscover the knowledge of the ancestors cannot possibly be regarded as a crime. A straggled hush fell over the chamber. Several skulls hissed back and forth, searching for a threat they could feel but could not comprehend. After that, said Cawl, I applied the same techniques to incomplete STCs or devices from that wondrous age. Then to concepts we know the ancients knew but have few records of. Then machines acknowledge fields we have only the scantest archaeological records of. In each case I was successful. In each case I was not innovating but merely rediscovering that which our illustrious forebears took for granted.